Essentially, the brain of a modern human is turning into a plastic waste bin, the equivalent of an entire plastic spoon. That's roughly the amount of microplastic in our brains. The concentrations we saw in the brain tissue of normal individuals, who had an average age of around 45 or 50 years old, were 4,800 micrograms of plastic particles per gram, or 0.48% by weight. That would mean that our brains today are 99.5% brain, and the rest is plastic, explained Matthew Campen, lead researcher from the University of New Mexico. How does our body respond to such an invasion? Nanoplastics, penetrating the blood vessels of the brain, trigger inflammation of the inner vascular lining, the endothelium. When inflammation occurs, the blood-brain barrier becomes more permeable, making it easier for various pathogens like viruses, bacteria, and microplastics to enter the brain. Immune cells engulf these foreign plastic particles, but since plastic doesn't break down, it causes these cells to deform and increase in size. Accumulating in the brain's small blood vessels, they contribute to the formation of microthrombi, which disrupt blood supply and microcirculation, increasing the risk of stroke even at a young age. As a result, nanoplastic particles impair the supply of oxygen and nutrients to brain cells, leading to chronic hypoxia and the gradual death of neurons. These processes drive neurodegenerative changes, including brain atrophy, which, with prolonged exposure, can lead to a reduction in the volume of specific brain structures. Due to their tiny size, nanoplastics can even penetrate inside nerve cells, neurons. Once inside, they cause oxidative stress, which disrupts mitochondrial function, the transport of substances across cell membranes, and can lead to DNA strand breaks. In response to such damage, the cell activates self-repair mechanisms, but if the damage is too extensive, the repair system begins to falter, either fixing DNA incorrectly or failing to correct errors altogether. As a result, mutations occur in the cells. This leads to disrupted cellular processes and, ultimately, cell death. Nanoplastics also damage the myelin sheath structure of axons, impairing the transmission of nerve impulses between neurons. This results in memory decline and cognitive impairment, ranging from mild disturbances to severe forms, including dementia.